All right, check. Check one, check two. Here we go with the Cannabis Coffee Hour podcast with your host, me, Rob Cantrell. I got some great coffee I'm excited about. Also had a little bit of herb to start the show, but I want you to know this one's going to be fun. I'm excited about this podcast. I got good things happening and good vibes are rising. My friend gave me some really good herb, and then also gave me a bunch of CBD flower from his friend that has a farm. So what I have is just a small glass one-hitter, clean grab. And somebody gifted me at that other 420 show a nice clean one-hitter. But I mixed just a little bit of CBD flower with some regular flower. And then I have a nice clean one-hitter. And I made some iced coffee for today, some Hawaiian Kona Hapa. I got these Hawaiian, it was ground coffee, but I got fresh direct, and I picked up some Hawaiian coffee, and I've never been to Hawaii, but I know the coffee is bomb diddy bomb, and it's a little bit more expensive. Let's just do a little quick, there it is. Fresh Direct got this shit. Whole bean, it's got a good price point, everybody. If you're looking for a good, solid cup of coffee, go to Fresh Direct, or they might have it other place, but it is ground. But that's why I made iced coffee. The easiest way to make iced coffee is a French press. Put 10 scoops, just straight up tablespoon, just bang it out, 10, boom, put some water in it, put it in the fridge. In the morning, you got $20 fucking worth of ice cold brew. And it is delicious. I'm not sure if it's nutritious, but it's definitely delicious. I'm feeling good. I meditated 20 minutes today without even any background music, just in my thoughts. Oh man, smoke. It's just like really rainy and dreary. It's straight up Seattle-y weather out. This winter is like, for the East Coast, the winter is just fucking long and hard. But the sun popped out like a couple times this week, and everybody got real happy, even with the corona out there. But all this fear and politics, I could sit here and talk about this stuff all day long, and maybe will, and maybe I won't. But I like to harp on other aspects, and I'm really happy at this point, and I love doing this podcast, even the solo ones. It's just you and me today. Or maybe it's you and your friends if you're listening to. Grab your bowl, grab some coffee, sit back, relax, put on your headgear, get ready to go through a trip through the atmosphere. I'm on the microphone doing it alone. You're in the zone. E.T. phone home. Not here for a bone, just rocking a one-hitter. Hit it 3 times, then I get on the shitter. I'm not bitter, I'm always happy. That's not true sometimes, I'm kind of snappy. But I get in the flow, I let it go. And now we're at the Cannabis Coffee Hour. This is about Bruce Lee. This is about Willie Nelson. This is about great one-hitters. I'm hearing birds tweet in the back. That's the thing about cannabis. It's like, it's such a dreary, weird day today, and it's like dark out. And I haven't really been smoking at all. But then I just had a little bit. And most of this is CBD flower. And guess what? I feel amazing, everybody. I feel amazing, and I feel like it's going to be a great day. Like I'm concentrating on the birds, and I'm cleaning up my area, getting everything kind of more organized. I got my push-up things on the ground. I could do push-ups. I got a lighter. I got some, as you know, I got some lavender lip therapy. I'll hit that. It's dry out. It's just funky and dank and cold, but then a little bit of herb and a little bit of coffee, and I got 2 plants. You know, I got the snake plant, you know, and it's growing out of the Buddha's head. So there's like this place where I meditate in the corner room. I got like a little Buddha, like a head of a Buddha. It's like a statue. It's almost like a coffee table. It's something you might put a candle on. And I just put a plate and a snake plate, a snake's plant out of it. And it looks like it's growing out of its head. And I got my Beatles Yellow Submarine in colored 3D framed. It's pretty much just the album cover framed. And then I got a mat to meditate. But the 2 plants and then a little bit of coffee and a place to do some push-ups. I got Google. I can Google it up. I got some Hawaiian coffee. I got my things to do list. But lately I've been trying to let it all go, you know, and just like let things come to you, you know. That's from, like, I've been reading and listening to Lao Tzu, the Book of the Way, the Buddhist text. So I've been listening to that, and a lot of it just makes sense about, like, I don't know, by not wanting, you get everything. And like, there's like if you eat too much, you don't taste it. If you smoke too much, you don't feel it. I don't know. So I'm incorporating some of these things. And I do love that about life, is like, you just keep on figuring things out and you kind of add them to what you're doing. You know, whatever you're finding joy in, you know, kind of go for that. And I'm finding joy in this Hawaiian Kona Hapa ground fresh direct bag of coffee. Check that joint out, man. That's some great stuff. And the thing about iced coffee and ground, like if you ever get ground, making iced coffee is a good look because you're looking to the kind of get it as distilled as possible. If I'm doing hot coffee, I don't want it because it kind of burns it up. You want it a little bit more coarser in terms of like grinding the coffee. But if I'm doing iced coffee, almost like a grind, like this stuff is ground to actually, I think, to put in like, this is, well, they have it ground, and I guess they have it servings, like brewery grind, espresso, 1 table finely spooned of ground coffee, 1 ounce of water. That's brilliant. Like that measures it completely out. American coffee, 1 tablespoon of ground coffee for as much water. And then for the ice brew, it's even more. This stuff is the ice brew of the ice cold brew, tropical, fruity, and crisp. Crisp. That's such a funny word. It's funky out here, but I got this like fragrance spray, and this stuff is chai tea. I got this chai tea fragrance spray, but it's like a pump spray, but it's perfect. You know, people be walking around farting and stuff. When I say people, I mean me. I gotta hook it up, and I got the window open. I'm chilling. I'm hearing birds out there squawking. Squawk, 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 squawk. Is this bird talking to me? And then in the city, you always get like background noises of trucks and like airplanes and some jackhammers. There's some jackhammers. But it's also kind of mellow. It's how you tune into stuff. And when I meditate, I like pick up on all the sounds. And then you learn to like kind of drop them one by one. It's almost like doing tracks in like GarageBand. But you drop them and you add them. The experience. This experience is really nice. I was just really, I'm running late. I've been writing. Doing some writing. I had to lock down for like 3 days because I had a due date on something. It's just helping a friend with a project, but there was some, so I just cranked out on this, helping out on this script, and I didn't get to do the podcast because doing creative stuff does take energy. That's the crazy stuff, man. It's all about energy and sleeping. I've been sleeping really good. I think it's due to the meditation and just work and just trying to get in the flow. Breathing, That's the thing I've been doing when, you got to concentrate on breath when you're meditating. And this coffee has been so strong. You know me, I usually power through coffee. And I'm only taking baby sips of this stuff. This Hawaiian Kona Hapa is really strong coffee, but it's really good. How could it not be? It's from Hawaii. That's what's so trippy about nature and things grown in like the more hot, with coffee. Of course, the best weed I've ever had was in Hawaii. Or they said was from Hawaii. And it was when I lived in San Francisco. And I lived in this hostel, at the Green Tortoise Hostel. And I worked all fucking night. And I would do the graveyard shift. I would do the door. And I would check people in. But we stopped checking people in at 2. So then I would just have 4 just to sleep or nap and eat bagels and just watch the place. So I did that for like a year. And that gave me free rent there. And it was, San Francisco is just such a chill town in terms of coffee. That's a great coffee town, especially that neighborhood, all the Italian coffee. Italy's got some great coffee. Pretty much the whole coffee thing. That's the weird thing about coffee. Coffee is in every society, and so is herb. It's like, it's out there, Colombia every country has coffee, and they do it their own way, and they do it a special way. That's what's so amazing about it. And everybody has their own way of doing it, and it's still evolving to this day. Like, haven't even done, like, the pour-over thing, and I know that's kind of like common beans these days. Is like the pour-over coffee. I want to do that. No, I don't. No, I like just my French press. I got the ease. I don't know, you get used to what what I have been thinking about is an espresso machine. I think I could figure that out. It just looks like you flip the switch. You pretty much it's just the grind of the coffee and then just pressing it with hot water through a thing. I think that's what it is. But yeah, I should get an espresso machine. Eventually with this podcast, we'll get an espresso machine on here. Definitely want to get some bands on here. I haven't been practicing guitar. I need to get in it. I know I talk about it, but things come around. This podcast is new. And I'm still figuring it out. Check out the YouTube. It's on my YouTube, Rob Cantrell. I think it's Rob Cantrell 77. Check that out on YouTube. I think that's my account. Or I think it's just Rob Cantrell. I'll give you my account. Like my YouTube account, I am proud of, and I'm posting. Subscribe on there. I'm going to ramp up the content very soon. And it's always been going. I've been posting music videos and stuff on here since the get-go. Not the get-go, but for over 10 years. And I always enjoyed it. And I always thought it was cool, and I've always kind of curated it. But yeah, let's see. We got Rob Cantrell stand-up clips. But what is the name of this channel? I think it's just like Rob Cantrell. Yeah, just check out my YouTube. I don't care if you do or you don't, but I'm going to be doing some more music videos there. I mean, I love music videos. I think that's the thing is like, even when I was young, I would always watch MTV and I would always watch VH1. And I would just, because you get the best of both worlds. You get music and you get visuals. And they're some of the funnest things to shoot because they're so short. But they can also be like any creative thing. You don't know whether it's going to be good or bad. A lot of it's just you focus and put the energy into it. But doing hip hop videos is you don't have to do the sound, so you don't have to cover sound. You don't really have to do good acting. You just have to play the track and mouth the words. And you don't even have to mouth the words. You can get all arty. I have one video that's just a sentence set, and I'm proud of this video. This is actually in Michigan. This is on Lake Michigan. Check out S'mores, S apostrophe and M-O-R, S'mores Sunset. I won't play it now. Well, I think I've played it on this thing before. Yeah, it's a good song. I'm doing some more music right now, and I'm listening to a lot of wild stuff. Everybody's complaining about, all the content, but it's weird how we kind of curate the content ourselves and how, I don't know, I do get turned on by music more by the algorithms, which is a little bit odd. But a lot of times they're right. That's the scary thing. And they're really good. But I also hear it out there in people. But I'm trying to stay off of social media. But I do get on there and I do like it. And I do think it's funny. And then I see other people being funny and then I'm like, oh man, I gotta be funny on social media. But then I'm like, it's kind of stress. Only if I feel it. I think with everything, I just haven't been feeling it. And sometimes you're feeling it and sometimes you're not. With YouTube, I am feeling it. Because I'm putting up this podcast, the Cannabis Coffee Hour, with visuals, with the trippy fucking visuals. And I like it. And you should check it out. And you should like and subscribe. I should tweet out that one day. But I'm just having some coffee. I haven't smoked in a while, so that kind of flew me up there. I feel like this Buddha with the snake plant coming out of his head. But I do enjoy doing this podcast, and what I do enjoy about it is talking about music. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. What kind of music have I been? I go to YouTube Music. I have YouTube Music on my app. I don't have it Pro, but I do like it. That would be kind of, I can get 1 free month. No, I don't really feel like signing anything. Oh yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Dinosaur Jr. lately. That's what I've been doing. And then your playlist. Let's see what this algorithm's just said. Yo. I think the show got dropped. I think when I switched over to those algorithms, I somehow turned it over. But yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Dinosaur Jr., a lot of Cameron. I guess that's 90s rap and alternative rock. That's funny. But then I've been listening to a lot of live Grateful Dead, a lot of Dead, and a lot of like, sometimes I'll throw some Fish in there. Sometimes I'll throw some Widespread Panic in there. I did like 25 push-ups. My knee was kind of tweaked out on me, but I've been like putting collagen in my shakes, and it's been helping my knee out. Whoa. I just want to make sure, yeah, we're back on. Yeah. I had some great homemade biscuits the other day. Man, I love me some biscuits. They're so easy to make. It's like flour, salt, water, and then you just get a big wad of dough. And then you put it in a pie tin. You throw like these balls of dough into the pie tin, and then you salt that bad boy up. Make sure it's got a lot of butter. I do love to cook. I've been cooking a lot. What have I been cooking? Been making my shakes, been making tacos, been doing rice and beans. And I had a big Tupperware thing of rice and beans. And what I did, I made the rice a couple days before, but I made the rice with avocado oil. Avocado oil for your rice, man. That shit is fire. And then I put the rice in some Tupperware, and then I get the Goya beans, man. I get the black Goya beans, and then I get scallions. I always like scallions. The fat onions, well, you got to know your onions, right? Your red onion you need for your salads, cold salads, and then like mostly for a Mexican dish, you're gonna go with your white onion for salsas and then a yellow onion, I think, for like Italian, for sauces. But the scallion you can use for salad, you can use for topping, you could use it if you don't like onions that much, you don't want to get overpowered, but you like the accent of the taste. That's the way to go. Yeah, what else a lot of Dinosaur Jr. and then a lot of Dipset Cameron, and then a lot of Grateful Dead. But I do need to practice the guitar. It's just been I've been hustling gigs, and like last week I did all stand up. Like went out every night, and then this week I just was writing on this script, and I just been kind of like hunkered down. Like I feel like I should go take a walk in the park after this, like get out there in nature somewhat, and work it out. Because it's been a while. I think I've been inside for like 3 days, but that's what the winter's all about. But then when I do get out, like sometimes the sun pops out, and if the sun pops out, man, everybody's like, "Yeah, sun, Mr. Sun." I just killed this whole cup of coffee. This podcast has just been such a blast. Let's see if I can have any more. This is like the very end of the, we got a good shot. This might be like espresso. You can make kind of an espresso with your French press right at the last. This is when you're like squeezing an espresso out. or like a really good shot. Like that's a fresh shot of coffee right there. And it's all melted down, you know. And I'm kind of satisfied on coffee. I'm not like, oh, I gotta make another pot. I'm kind of like, whew, this is some strong ass coffee. And it's getting towards the later part of the afternoon, and I made some veggie tacos, and I ate that, and that might light me up with this coffee. And I do have my things to do list, but I'm knocking them out one by one. And I am been like living like a hermit, but I just cleaned up. I took a shower. I meditated for 20 minutes without anything. And mostly what I was running through my head was like dropping all thoughts completely and then doing some manifestations at the end. That is some great coffee. Almost too strong right there. I just took a big shot and it's like had some of the grounds in it. But you know what? It cleaned out whatever was in my nose. I don't think, it's not Corona. It's just winter dealing with shit and running around. No. I've been taking a lot of vitamin C. I've been laying low. I've been liking to lay low with all this stuff going on, with all the super germs. It's been good to lay low. I'm just going to close the window. It's getting a little chilly. I think that's what it was. Can't sit here with the window open too long. It's fucking March. It's cold. It's been getting down to like 34 and stuff. Right now, I think it's like 42. This is a good day to do absolutely nothing. This is a good day to just absolutely chill. I'm gonna have to get some firewood. This is a good day to chill by the fire. Make some soup. Get gezellig. Do you know about that word, gezellig? It's a Dutch word. Gezellig is like if everything's like cozy and warm. I love that word. I did Amsterdam. How many times have I been to Amsterdam? No, I think I only did it once. And it was with a, like, I'm going back. I think maybe, did I fly through there one time? No, that's what I should book. I need to book Amsterdam. I forgot all about Amsterdam. No, I did it with the High Times Cannabis Cup. And we did the Milvig. I got to perform at the Milvig Theater after the dub. Who was it? It was another dub band. I've opened for a couple dub bands. Yeah, I opened for, who was it there? Yeah, they were awesome. They were the Dub All-Stars. Something Reggae Dub All-Stars? I don't know. And then I also did some shows with David Peel, who was this, and it was a blast, I had such fun. Bulldog Cafe was one of my favorite. And then I liked this other cafe called Rookies. And but they were kind of they were the most simplest one. I liked the simple one. It was just like a straight up coffee shop, and there was a few bongs, and it was low key, and they had good coffee. I remember that. And then Barney's. Barney's is the other place in Amsterdam. To smoke a joint. The cafes. That's what they need to do. But I guess they are coming out in California. There are like full-on herb cafes. I can't wait. Lowell Company. I've smoked some pre-rolls when I was out there on the Doug Benson Comedy Hour, getting Doug with. I've done 2 of those, and they were a blast. But he had some pre-rolls that were amazing. And that was the company that has a coffee shop out there. Oh man, they just need to do it, man, in New York. That's the one thing with Bernie is like he was gonna legalize cannabis. I don't know. I'm feeling the burn. I voted for Bernie last time. I'll vote for Bernie again if he gets through Joe Biden. Yeah, the Cannabis Coffee Hour is officially digging the burn. But I don't want to go too deep into politics. And you vote with what you vote, and you listen to the issues, and if those issues line up with you, then do your thing. But I don't want to go too deep into it. Yeah, I just want to max and relax and let the rhymes tax, and not talk about taxes. I think what I've been enjoying best when I'm stretching is the 5 Tibetan rites. And I have been pretty good about my practice. Like, I've been trying not to be perfect, and I just try to feel exactly what I need to feel at the time. And my body's telling me to stretch, it's telling me to meditate, it's telling me not to move too much, but move just when. I'm really thankful. Lately, I've just been getting really thankful. Things aren't perfect, but things will never be perfect. So if you work from a place of just being thankful for everything all the time, you could get into that fucking higher positive vibration, and that's gonna, cause the next situation. That's what I've been trying to link into a little bit. I've been seeing a lot of other podcasts talking about meditation. I don't know. I think everybody's meditating due to all the technology. Like, it does feel a little bit like hyperspace, like the technology in terms of like the evolutionary process, but also been slowing things down that people can't connect in real life. I've been hearing a lot about that, but I've been hearing all that on the internet. It's just people are just shooting videos all day long on their phones, everybody, which is kind of odd. But then the real good stuff rises, and I'm in the entertainment business, but it also kind of freaks it out a little bit. But, that's what I've been doing is like not worrying about anybody else. That's the thing about non-judgment is like you kind of just have to live completely in the moment and just process what's in front of you. So yeah, check out the podcast Cannabis Coffee Hour with Rob Cantrell. There's a playlist. We're up to 64 episodes, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Like and subscribe. We're going to have some more guests on here, but lately I've just been trying to keep it as a practice and just try to feel the vibes, try out the cannabis, the CBD. Like for a minute there, I think I was a little too high, but now I think the CBD has got me super relaxed. I think my body's like feeling great. This coffee tastes amazing. I'm been working on this hip hop tune and doing this album. But I just want to stop talking about it and just release it. So that's my new thing, is just trying to knock some of these things out. But what can we go over? Yeah, I'm going to vote for Bernie. Yeah, the coronavirus is out there. I'm trying to stay as low key as possible, because I have it just takes a lot of energy to do creative stuff. So you kind of have to save, but you also got to work the momentum when things are clicking and you're working. But at the same time, when you're around your family, you have to be present. That's what I've been working on too. Being present in the moment, and I think cannabis helps me. It definitely helps me sleep, and it helps me cope. I don't know if it's coping. I don't know if coping's a good word. I I don't know. I think it's just an alternative to drinking. But I do love cannabis and coffee. But at the same time, I want to be able to step. Like today, I didn't want to smoke out, but I ended up smoking out a little bit. But I don't want to be tied to it all the time. So sometimes on this podcast, I may just have cannabis. Sometimes I may just have coffee. But a lot of times I'll have both. And I can't wait to take this out there to different coffee shops. Like we have a big time sponsor that has signed up. It's just that everybody's so busy and everybody's dodging Corona. So it's hard to link up. But no, I do have this one sponsor that's helping me out with some equipment, and then I have another artist that's going to work on some visuals, and we're going to build up this YouTube. How many videos? Yeah. Tell me what you think about it. Send me an email at contact@robcantrell. Tell me what you think about these visuals. Because we got a dude doing Tai Chi, we got Lizard, you got Space Moon. Of replacing paper, bringing in. So there I am. If you want to listen to more, check it out. And like and subscribe my YouTube page. That's the thing I'm going to try to concentrate now on, is my YouTube and my Spotify. I do love me some Spotify. Check us out on Spotify. I don't always listen to it. I like YouTube music sometimes. I think there's just so much out there. There's so much content out there, but it's almost like everything. It's almost like all this stuff is tools, and like you can either abuse it or, you got to just use it for what it is and not absorb it too much. That's what I've been trying to, instead of getting overwhelmed by it all. But YouTube does suck you in. You can watch videos all day long and never see the bottom of it. But maybe you can. Maybe you can't. Like in my music videos, so there's always comments. See, people just slowly discover and like, what the fuck is this? My Rub My Feet video. And I'm proud of that video. That is a funny ass video. It was directed by Victor Vernado. Shout out to Victor Vernado. He's also on this 420 album that's coming out that I'm excited about. I just recorded a few bars. I just did like a few jokes. We'll see how it's going to come out. It was a wild night, and the crowd was great. And that was that week I was just doing a lot of comedy. But that was the first set of the week that it was just like every night. I like to step back a little bit. And that's what I'm coming up with, like one-man show ideas. So I've been working on that. And hopefully I'll have some shows in Brooklyn, because I want to do more shows in Brooklyn. I live here, so they're kind of around. I do have a great benefit that's coming up. I'm really excited about March 24th. Yeah, I'm going to be at the Stand, and this is for a diabetes research foundation. And we got, it's myself and Damian Lemon, and it's at the Stand, and it is a benefit. So please come out to that, March 24th at the Stand. That should be a lot of fun. And it's for a great cause. That's the one date that I got going now. I'm just mostly writing these projects, and then I'm booking some stuff out in California during the summer. So my plan is to tour California in the summer, just like I did last year. But this time we're going to do it even bigger. It's going to be a lot of fun. Man, I gotta reach out to some friends in LA, do some shows in LA, do some shows in San Francisco, do some shows in Oakland, do some shows in Tahoe. Yeah, I love California. It's the best. And I love Michigan. I think I'm going to try to do Chicago. That's the gig, is to do Chicago, do some more Michigan, and then break out to California, do a lot of New York, do some stuff in DC. I haven't been to Philly in a while. Yeah, I am talking to Philly right now, so there may be some dates announced in Philly. I'm just gearing up my calendar right now. Like I said, I've just been writing on these scripts. Friends of mine, just helping other people out and getting a little bit of money. So that's what I've been doing mostly, and working out and meditating like a motherfucker. That should be in my merch store, meditating like a motherfucker. But, everybody's a motherfucker. Not everybody's yeah, that word is so funny, motherfucker. You fuck. Like, you could take it so many different ways. But I don't want to dissect it right now. And sometimes, like, I enjoy cursing, but when I listen to myself curse, I'm like, yeah. I don't know if that's the old man in me, or maybe it is just, I don't know. I think there's a time and place for all of it. I'm really excited for the weekend. I hope you're having fun out there. I've been working on having fun. I work so much that I don't sit back and relax to a movie that much. I'm looking forward to that. That's what I really want to do is to check out. I'm actually going out to dinner with some old friends this weekend from DC, so I'm excited about that. It's just rainy and stuff out there, and then I did all that stand-up last week, and then I've been just doing this weird not weird, but just hunkering down writing like an animal, not an animal, like a human, like a writing dude. And then I do have the itch to go out, but I think I'm going to try to set up a show for Saturday. But nothing officially is booked just yet. Just the stand, and I'm doing the benefit there. And then I'm looking to book. Some dates are out. Yeah, they're coming in. The offers are out, and people are responding. I did 25 push-ups. I haven't been hitting the gym, but I've been writing and meditating, so I've been feeling good about that. And being present with my family. And, but man, do I need to practice the guitar. I don't know if even this thing's even tuned up. But I haven't picked it up in a while, and I haven't played it on the podcast for a while. But I'm just staring out the window. I got a guitar. I don't know if that was bad or good. When you're on weed, you're like, yo, man, feel the sounds. There's something about plucking the strings. There is something, you can really get into the music because it's a live instrumentation. Because I've been rapping over these beats and doing all these beats, but it's all electrified. But with the guitar, man, it's just it really is alive. I do just... That was the other thing is I've been watching a lot of surf videos. I do like surf videos. Shout out to Powerline Videos on YouTube. If you want to check out some great Mavericks videos, check out Powerline. Let's see. Surf. Just put that in. Yeah, Powerline Productions. This dude, I know this guy, Eric. Good dude, and
Switch to Sprint and get both an unlimited plan and one of the newest phones included.
He does all these videos of bombing jaws of Mavericks, which is this big waves in San Francisco below in Santa Cruz. Oh my God. And I also been listening to the band The Offspring. They're really good. The Offspring, like as pop punk and over the top 90s as they are really good, man. The song I really like, The Kids Aren't Alright. That's a great, musically, like with the guitar, this is like one of the illest fucking riffs. And the lyrics are amazing. So I've been listening to them a little bit. That's the other thing I've been doing. And just trying to practice being in the moment and getting this podcast up and out. That herb was amazing. You're amazing. I appreciate you guys listening, liking, subscribing. Check out Hawaiian Kona Hapa coffee from Fresh Direct. They got it going on. I'm down to the last bit. I kind of do want some more now. But it's getting into the afternoon. So maybe I'll just chill out on it a little bit. But I want you to chill out, or you don't have to. But I just want to say thanks for listening, and I hope all is well. And we'll catch you next time. Peace. Okay, we're out. Bye.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.